come on. There's smoke coming out the chimney. Open. Just open up. I know there's someone in there. For the love of... No care for a wounded traveller? I would really appreciate it if you would open the door. Perfect. Hello. You're going to stay nice and calm for me, aren't you? Nice and relaxed. Would hate for something to happen, eh? I would really hate for something unfortunate to happen. Inside. Now. Inside. Now you're going to listen to me very carefully. You're going to lead me to whatever medicinal supplies you have in this little hut of yours. You are going to administer medicinal care to me, and then we are going to part ways as though nothing ever happened. All right? And you are not going to try anything, because if you do, I will gut you and then do it myself. All right? I said all right. I'm not... My hand is not unsteady. I assure you I am more than capable of inflicting grievous harm. Stop it. Don't take that. Shit. All right. I admit you now have me at a bit of a disadvantage. But I'm no longer a threat, am I? So, surely I could simply leave and we can go our separate ways. And then... What are you saying? I threatened you. I was willing to hurt you badly. It's only reasonable you'd wish harm upon me. What do you mean, no? I'm only asking you to give me a chance. Just let me walk away and then try my luck in the forest. You don't wish me harm. Well, that's a rarity. How have you survived in these woods for so long with such a heart? What are you... What is this? Is this a healing ointment of some kind? It appears to have spoiled slightly. I suppose living out here alone. You can only ask for so much, can you? Oh. I'm not complaining, no. Just making an observation. It does sting a bit, admittedly, but... There was a time when I could have made such ointments myself. I'm aware that the sting means it's working. Who am I? Well, that's a fine question, isn't it? Oh. What's it matter to you, eh? My mortal hermit. Oh, I suppose you're right. Of the two of us, I'm the one closest to mortality at present. Oh. Oh. Aye, that's correct. I am a high elf. Though, taxonomically, there's not really much difference between a high elf and other forms of elf. It's artificial, socially constructed categories based on location and culture. And a few surface level details and appearance. Apologies, There was a time when I studied sociology. Oh, you really are curious, aren't you? Well, if you must know, at present, I'm a threat to most. Though you've apparently found yourself on my good side. That and you've disarmed me, so... I'm a thief these days. Nothing more, nothing less. One does what one must to survive. I am rather well read. You're correct. Well, my what am I to call you if not mortal? My highly assistive friend, I shall call you for now. Few people turn to a life of theft, banditry, and hiding on the road out of choice. This shouldn't come as a surprise. I am no exception to this rule. There was a time when I had a whole life ahead of me. Thousands of years of luxury I could have had. Not anymore, though. Eh? Well, here's the truth of it. Here's the truth. You're going to speak of this to no one. If you do, I cannot guarantee your safety. Not from me. I'm not the threat in this case. Adhesive bandages, lovely. That was a time, you see, when I served the royal family. Indeed. A royal alchemist I was. Charged with the creation of potions, ointments, and the like, all for the sake of my nation's royal family. Quite adept at such things I was. And quite close to the crown princess. Royal bitch that she is. There was a time when I called her my friend. We studied at the Royal Academy together. I was very lucky to have received an education there. You see, I was of noble blood, but quite diluted. But an education I did receive, and a friendship I did forge, and a position as Royal Alchemist I did secure. No, keep going, it has to be snug. Wrap it tight. Alas, my position was to be quite short-lived in the end. Her Highness is not the person I once knew. She's entitled, cruel, selfish. And she has a singular fixation on those with rounded ears, interestingly enough. And one day, I strode boldly into her chambers, as I often did while we were in schooling, without knocking, without preamble. And so did I find her victim. And so did I find her victim. A human, imprisoned as her plaything. She knows the sort of person I am, and that I could not abide such things, and so, at dinner that night, whilst I was still pretending things were normal as I tried to figure out how I could liberate that poor soul, or prove wrongdoing, I had hoped she would value subtlety, that there would be time. Of course she wouldn't. She poisoned her own goblet that meal. And then blamed it on me for attempted assassination. I was framed, and so I ran. Thankfully, I had the foresight to recognize that my safety in that castle was no longer assured. I could tell something would happen, even if I didn't anticipate it occurring so soon. And so I prepared certain potions. One doubled my stature, another toughened my skin, a third enhanced all my physical capabilities, and I used that combination to flee. The princess of the High Elves is a monster. Now you know the truth of it. Now you know a truth you would be killed for, if ever you were to express it. Aren't you so glad you bear such a curious mind? The lure of knowledge is one I know very well. But without due caution, well, one can learn such things as this. You can never tell anyone. You're not like me. You'll die. I expect she'd make it hurt. I apologize for threatening you. It's just the way of things for me now. I have to eat. I need coin on occasion. Supplies of all kinds. The fastest way to secure such things now is by way of the knife. And what few potions I have the capacity to create in my current circumstances. I suppose, after what the princess did, my trust in people, in goodness, well, it's become a bit more fragile, hasn't it? But you're kind. I can tell that much. You're kind like the princess was once upon a time. Though in your circumstances, I doubt you'll ever end up with her entitlement. If kindness truly is what you would like to grant today, I would very much appreciate it if I could perhaps rest the night here. I'll be gone come morning, and you'll never see me again. I apologize for any trouble I may bring to your door. I am still hunted. If the wound in my belly is, well, any indication. Oh, not to worry. I've become quite adept. They outnumbered me, but when one has sufficient speed and bloodthirst, well, my pursuers will not find this place tonight. In fact, the ones that inflicted this injury, well, they won't be doing much searching at all now. Gods above and below. I feel nauseous. By this point, I'm no stranger to injury, but I will admit, a hole in one's belly is, I expect it was only adrenaline that allowed me to reach this place without passing out. I'll be all right. The potion has been applied, the ointment and the bandages. I can sleep and nothing will go wrong. Aye. I really am sorry. I've become a rather selfish person myself, haven't I? Threatening you. Assuming you wouldn't help. That assumption is based on projection because I know that the person I am now, regardless of who I used to be, I wouldn't help. If I found someone in my condition, I'd let nature take its course and then search them for valuables. Who the hell have I become? Thank you for your kindness, for being better than me.